Hello there everybody, wee Paddy from across the shuck, and it's a nice wee quick video for you tonight. It's more gear that I've got from Gearbest, and to be honest with you, I opened the package it up because I wanted to show you just to be, especially I wanted to show because if people haven't seen this before, I want them to just have a look at it to see what's coming up in the future. So first of all, I've got this, which is the cheap version of the Lansky sharpening system. And this version is great up until about VG10. You know, all your 8CR30, this is great. This is what I've been using on my channel and showing pictures on Instagram. And it's one of those simple fixed things that you just do that. You put your blade in across here and it's just a matter of sharpening your blade. You can go across it and it holds an angle. So it's a fixed angle sharpener. And there is 4 settings on the back of it. You have 30, 25, 20 and 17. Now, I will say the 17 can be quite difficult with this screw, but we'll talk about that later on. There's nothing much more to talk about it because I need to show you it working. I have a base that I bought myself from Lansky that this sits on, and I have it attached to a wooden base, which makes things an awful lot easier. But again, I'm going to be doing a sharpening video session, or not session, I'm going to be doing a series over about a year. I'm going to do different knives, different steels, and let people see how long it actually takes to sharpen. Now, I'll probably cut them down and condense them, but I will tell the whole time that it took me to do them. So that's coming up, and that's exciting for me. I love sharpening. I love being able to sharpen. I love hand sharpening. In fact, I love all types of sharpening, to be honest with you. This one I have got the best results out of. This is an easy system for anybody who is just starting to get a good edge of the knife and get their grinds nice and even all the way up the knife. So I'll show you how that works, and then I've got a nice little announcement that we're going to go on to, and it's going to be 12 episodes, one a month, on sharpening on different blades and different ways to sharpen. So that's what I've got to look forward to. Right, secondly, I've got a couple of Sanrenmu knives. Again, my channel is mostly budget, so I love, you know, I might get the odd expensive thing, but that's usually for me. But right, this is a lovely little Sanrenmu, and this is it. This is the, excuse me, Sanrenmu 7063. There it is. It's a lovely aluminium, deep enough pocket carry clip, if you see it there. It's nice. This has the axis lock, and this is one of the best axis locks on a non-benchmade knife that I have come across. It is amazing. And, you know, when you hear the price of this, you'll not believe it. It is a lovely high slicing hollow grind on it. Beautiful slice. It comes perfectly sharp out of the box. I'll just give you a wee version of that just so you can see. Now, what have I got here? This is my Lansky book. Right. That's Sanrenmu. You see me taking it out of the box. It's absolutely beautiful, but the axis lock on it is amazing. So that's one. Now, let me get this out of my way. That's one wee Sanrenmu, and the other one is the one that everybody talks about and hears about when they first come around. This is the 710. I've had this before many times, but I thought I didn't have any of them in it because it's something you tend to buy and pass on. My grandkids has got the last one that I got, so this is it. This is the 710. This is the one that caused such a stir because they said it looked like a small Sabenza. Sorry, that's not, it doesn't look like a small Sabenza. Flicks out lovely though. And there it is. It does have the blade shape. It is a little bit like it, but it's all steel construction. It says, you know, Sanrenmu on it. It's got the weird pocket clip on the back. I'm not particularly keen on this one, but for all the size of this wee knife, I would take this off because this would end up getting thrown in a pack or something. It's not so. I'll say that now, it is a perfect little knife. Don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking this. And for somebody who's coming about, if you want just a good solid little worker, but you don't want a big one, you want something you can throw in your pocket, this is it. And this is it out of the box. Look at that. Listen to that. Sanrenmu are one of the best companies, I believe, for getting their knives sharp to you out of the box. Their grinds are usually pretty good, and this one's no different. It is a lovely grind on it. This is a proper little work knife. You can beat the living daylights out of this. It's all steel, as I say, flow-through construction. It's a frame lock, so you've got a really solid knife. Absolutely solid knife. So them two, they're probably two of my favourite basic knives, Sanrenmu knives. They're probably my favourite two. There's no faults, but you'll see that. So I'll put them out of the way. And now this is the one that I'm really excited about, because this is one of the, well, it is the most expensive knife I've had from Gearbest, and I thank them very much for letting me have it. And I know I'm going to enjoy it. There it is. It's the HX Outdoors. And this one, I believe, is a 00200. I'll get it out and have a wee look. I'm so prepared for this. My wife's just finished sewing. I wanted to get in here. Look at that for a beautiful knife. Looks very like a Reich knife. And you'd be right in thinking that, because HX Outdoors have an agreement with Reich for this knife, for making this knife. And that's, I'll tell you who done a lovely video so far. And I'm going to encourage you to go over and watch him. Jake from Canadian Cutting Edge. He has just done a video on this. And it was a brilliant video, and probably better than I would have done if I had known the information. He went and found the information out from Reich. And he has all the information on this knife. It's a very unusual steel that they use in the handle. Again, we'll go into it when I get it. But I would recommend go over and see Jake at Canadian Cutting Edge. Tell him how Paddy sent you over to have a look. And then I'll do mine shortly when I'm doing a review of it. It'll be probably towards the end of this week, probably Friday. I want a few days. Look at that snapping out, and look at that blade. Isn't that some puppy? That is just the most beautiful knife. It really is. It's an odd grind. If you can see there, it is an odd. It's like a large, what do you call them? Tippy up ones. It looks like it's been hand polished. That's what it looks like there. It looks like it's been hand polished. Now that is a beautiful knife. Very expensive, and I know it's very expensive, but look at this. Listen to that detent and that. The detent, I cannot get this to come out, no matter how hard I throw it. Bang. Absolutely beautiful. This is a big solid piece of metal on this. And do you want to know what the metal is? There's where I'm going to bring it up close to let you see. M390. Can you see that? M390 from HS. Now, saying it costs about 135, 140 pounds. Listen to that. Isn't that beautiful? So it is a gorgeous knife. I can't wait to use this, review it, and I'm going to use it, let me tell you. I mean, I want to see how good the M390 is. I have one other knife in M390, and it's a Kaiser, and it was great. So, and this is not a pretend M390, as Jake will tell you across in Canadian Cutting Edge if you watch him. If not, I'll tell you in this channel if you want to just wait. So that is just an absolutely beautiful. Comes in the HX Outdoors pouch. I'm over the moon with it. I can't believe how good it is. And to get a big knife like that, my other 390 is a wee small blade, so this is just a big working knife. It feels like a working knife. It's gorgeous. Haven't even weighed it. Haven't even weighed it yet. So they're just out of the box today. So there's what we've got coming. You've seen that. And we got the sharpening system in here. So that's exciting. The other thing I've got coming, which hasn't arrived yet, is a power bank, because I'm always running out of power. So I'd ordered a little power bank, and I'm going to test it on my phone from full to empty, how long it takes and how many charges it will give me on my phone completely before I do the review on it. So that's it. Plenty to look forward to this next couple of weeks. Take care. I'm away for a wee cup of tea, and I haven't even had my tea yet, so I'm going to have my tea. Take care. Bye-bye now.